For you, who is the best UFC fighter in the history?
Charles Oliveira. I don't like him. He beat my submission record. I don't like him. No, he's awesome, man. He's awesome. Get that habit. It's gonna be sweet enough. You're not even barely looking, the ball goes right there. Bam.
Is that a daily thing that you do, visualization?
Before the fights, always. To teach a guy like St. Pierre, John Jones, he's super talented. It's easy. I don't want those. I want the trouble ones so I can fix them. I have to deal with Craig Jones in my head all the day long. It's like, he's the monster inside of my head, choking me out.
What would you say is your toughest fight in either MMA or Jiu-Jitsu?
It's inside of my head, my imagination.
What victory felt the best?
3 fights in one night in the first UFC? Nah. 4 fights in one night? Nah. Fighting Sakuraba? Nah. Fighting Akibonus? All of them. Hard to pick one.
So my first question is, what do you think came first, the chicken or the egg? That's a joke, that's a joke, that's a joke. So my question would be, of course, you come from a family who spoke about humility, your father, about what it means to be a martial artist. Traveling the world, being in all these gyms, what would you say is the essence of a person who's fighting? What's the character of a person doing martial arts, in your experience?
There's no such a thing of the character of the person. There's no such a thing. I'm an educator. I'll teach them. To teach a guy like St. Pierre, John Jones, he's super talented. It's easy. I don't want those. I want the trouble ones so I can fix them. Not the perfect guy that fits the profile of a perfect person, the angel. Nope. That's an easy one to fix. It doesn't need any fixing. I want the troublemaker ones to fix them. So there's no such a thing as a character, what fits the profile. No. Everybody's different.
Last question. When you started in UFC 1, what was the, when we spoke yesterday, you mentioned about the things people were saying to you about the doubts as such, and they were advising you not to get into the UFC. Are you able to talk a bit about that?
Not to get in the UFC. When my brother started to think about organizing the first UFC, a lot of people was against, including family members. It was like, there's no way this is gonna happen. There's no way you pull this off. You cannot, in America, if you fight on the street, you get arrested. How are you gonna put this on national TV? A lot of people did not believe on him. And he was able, it's actually a crazy idea. We're gonna put 2 guys to fight with no gloves, no time limit, no weight division. You do that on the street, you get arrested. How are you gonna put on live TV? It's like blood sport, in a cage. But the ideas they had before the cage was a pit with sharks. I was like, hold on, if I fight a sumo wrestling, push me off, I fall down, sharks will eat me. Yeah, maybe we should scratch that. How about put piranhas, because you're from Brazil? It's like, no. How about if we put gators? No. How about if we put the fence with the barbed wire, with glass? It's like, imagine if I get a sumo wrestling and just stuck me to the fence. I was like, no, I don't like it. They keep asking me the ideas, like, yeah, how about electrical fence? I was like, dude, really? The ideas they came up on the first UFC was like, poof, way out there. And they keep passing through me, like, to see if I like it, to see if I was like, no, I don't like any of those ideas. I'll give you the no time limit, no weight division, no gloves, not a problem. But don't put anything else on the cage and, no.
What do you think made them finally say yes to you?
It's not, I say yes all the time. There's no doubt. Dude, these guys have no idea who you're dealing with on this side over here. I'm a little woohoo out there. I control, but every morning I have to have a fight inside.
Thank you.
Every morning.
First, thank you very much for coming here in Thailand, in Phuket.
It's my pleasure.
It's amazing. One question, the evolution of Jiu-Jitsu over 30 years. What do you think Royce Gracie against Craig Jones, Royce Gracie at his prime against Craig Jones now, what would be the result, you think?
He'll kick my ass. But hold on. It's not that we never said that we're better than anybody else. We just grew up at this age and stuck to it. You see, we just stuck to it. So on the beginning was a quest to find out which style is the best. That was the question. Back in the day, karate guys would say, we're the best, we knock everybody out. And then the Kung Fu guys would come over, no, we're the best, we knock everybody out. We're like, hold on. What if you put the karate against the Kung Fu, take all the limit, all the time limit, the weight division, put them to fight, no gloves, see who wins? We just had that curiosity to find out, you see. We never said as a person we're better than anybody else. So a debate that Horion had. We're driving to the desert and we find a guy dying with thirst. Should we stop and give water and help and food and help him? Give him the ride, put him in our Jeep and drive him, even though that once he drink the water, eat our food, he's gonna get health, bigger, stronger. He might end up kicking us out of the Jeep and take our Jeep from us. What stopped him from doing that? Should we save humanity and teach them jiu-jitsu, or should we keep it to ourselves and keep winning? What would you do? Even though the Greg Jones days will grow up to be bigger, stronger, and beat us up. Do you see? So it's a debate that we had when Jorge and I decided to show jiu-jitsu to America. Because once America found out, the whole world found out. But we never said we're better than them, you see, than people as a person. We never said that. We said the art was more complete, art of self-defense. So, yes, karate is good. You hit, knock you out. No, I never said I'm punch-proof. But he got one chance. Mike Tyson have one chance to hit me. If he missed that chance, I'm going to take him down. I'm going to get my mouth on him, choke him out. So, you see, I never said I was better. The art is better. So a lot of people say, yeah, I started because I saw you fighting. I tell people, you never saw me fighting. You saw the technique. You put yourself in that position. You see, what if I had to fight somebody bigger? What if? You see, it wasn't because of this beautiful face that you start training. But, yeah, right. But been training for how long? So, do you see, it's just stuck to it. He said I taught him when he was a teenager. My God, I'm old. I feel old now. I'm going to go home and cry.
Out of all your fights, what victory felt the best?
Oh, man. Winning 3 UFC fights, 3 fights in one night in the first UFC. Nah. 4 fights in one night with no time limit, no weight division, no gloves, no rules on the second UFC. Nah. Against Kimo, 250 pounds, the pharmacy, beast. Fighting Dan Severn, after fighting 2 fights, have the third one against Dan Severn, All-American wrestler, 265. Fighting Sakuraba for 1 hour and 45, 6 rounds of 15 minutes. The crowd felt most boring fight ever. The crowd fell asleep, woke up, and we're still fighting. My God. It's like, I cannot watch the whole thing. Nah. Fighting Akebono, 6'8", about this tall, 490 pounds. That's one man's shoulder. All of them. Hard to pick one. But again, I never chose opponent. Never chose opponent. You want to fight this guy? Sure. It's going to be this one. Done. Let's go. A little crazy, like I said.
Royce, for me, no, it's not a question. I want to say in front of the people, thank you for all you did for BJJ. Now I can work on BJJ when I watch your first fight.
You're welcome. But we used to fight for free in Brazil. Now we get paid. Look at this, right?
I know.
Now we get paid. It's awesome, man.
But I
we
only
used to fight for free for the fun of it.
I
Just for the fun of it. Let's duke it out. Okay.
Obrigado.
Now we get paid.
Obrigado.
Only in America. Thank you.
If you had to do it all over again, what would you do differently?
Nothing. Absolutely wouldn't change a thing. Lost twice. Both times that I lost was awesome. I call shaking the tree. The rotten apples fell off. So wouldn't change a thing. We'll do it all over again, exactly the same. I gotta tell people, life is good in my world. No complaints.
Hola, maestro Royce. Una consulta. ¿Alguien que me pueda ayudar en la
Sí,
traducción?
habla.
Hola. ¿Se te fue fácil en tu pelea de valetó con tu kimono?
See, if it was easy for me to fight with the gi. The gi is a trap. It's human instinct to grab it. Well, it makes it harder for you to grab. Sure, but at least what his hands are doing. Hold on to me. I know exactly what his hands are. If you have nothing to grab, what is he going to do with his hands? He's going to punch me. I don't like to get punched, so go ahead and grab onto the gi. It's a trap. Go ahead, grab it. You see, not a problem. So it's almost like a trap. It's human instinct to grab the shirt, to grab the kimono, to get two guys in a bar fight. They rip each other's shirt off. How come they don't just box each other? You see, there was a famous thing that happened. Two boxers, I can't remember their names, in a press conference. The heavyweights, they got in a fight and they both rip each other's shirt off. They both got off with the shirts, and two professional boxers fighting for the title, they rip each other's shirts off. It's like on the press conference, they got in a fight, they're grabbing, pushing, shoving, swinging. So it's human instinct to grab it. Go ahead, grab it. I know where your hands are all day. You see, it doesn't bother me. I prefer that you grab it than you don't have anything to grab, you're going to hit. So I don't like to get hit.
Do you watch the UFC now? Are you a fan of MMA? Do you watch the guys that are coming up? Is there anyone that you have liked watching over the years, or any champions that you felt like, wow, like this guy has true martial artist, good champion? Are you still a fan?
I like to watch the champions. I'm so much, man. It's like, but I like to watch the champions because it's a special category. Because it's not for everybody. You see, when you get together to be on the top, there's 1,000 millions of people down here. There's a few handful there up here. So it's about strategy. The guys up here knows how to use the strategy. That's why they're up there. You see, down here is a lot of commotion, a lot of tough guys, a lot of talent people. But toughness goes away. Talent goes away. Gotta have discipline, different level to be up here.
Oh, thank you for this lesson. It was my girlfriend's first lesson. And I wanted to ask you, sometimes in life we face a lot of difficulties, adversities, and then we are down. Sometimes we want to give up. Do you have advice?
Like you have difficulties in life in general. Understand how life works. Example, you get to the airport. I travel 8 months of the year. Sometimes I get to the airport and they say, well, we found a problem on the plane, we have to cancel this flight. The next flight's 5 hours from now. Oh my, I see people on the counter yelling and complaining. Oh my God, this is disgusting. I can't believe you canceled the flight. You should have another plane over here right now because I'm going to lose my connection, blah, 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 complaining. I'm over here thinking, I'm glad they found the problem while we're still on the ground. Imagine on the mid-air, ladies and gentlemen, we got a problem. That would be a problem. You see, I don't understand when people complain of little things like this. So sometimes the difference is the way you look at life. You see, like I said, life is good in my world. Just don't breathe too much of my air. It's my air. So, you see, it's like difficulties. It's a joke they say in Brazil. The husband came home, couldn't sleep at night because the wife get out of bed and it's like, what's going on? He's like, I don't have the money to pay for the rent. I don't know, the rent is due tomorrow. And I don't know how I'm gonna pay this rent. I don't have the money. We're gonna get kicked out of the apartment. I don't know how to pay it. I don't have the money. She goes, hold on, I'll take care of this, husband. What are you doing? I'm calling the landlord. Stop, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't worry. Landlord, listen, we don't have the money to pay the rent. Good night. Now it's his problem. He's going to stay up all night thinking, how am I going to collect the money? Let's go to sleep. That's his problem now. You see, it's the way how you look at life. Sometimes the problem is that it's on your mind, that you create on your mind. You see, it's easier than you think. So I'm not saying that I'm irresponsible. I'm not. I'm very responsible. It's like, but sometimes out of your control. Sorry, it's out of my control. The plane got canceled. I have to cancel the seminar. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to be there in time. So because I missed the flight? No, because the airplane broke down. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Am I going to lose sleep? Nope.
Do you ever stop learning?
I'll ever stop what?
Learning.
Do you ever stop learning? No. I'm always learning. It's always learning. Sometimes it's not something new. It's how I'm going to teach him how to deal with situations. So it's how can I teach? So it's still a learning, even though I'm teaching. So, yep, always learning.
We spoke about discipline and training in martial arts the other day. Can you expand a little bit more about the importance for maybe children or character development with jiu-jitsu or just general training?
Like for kids?
We were talking about development of just discipline and character a little bit, and I think our conversation trained a little bit.
Martial art in general, sports in general, teaches discipline.
What else do you think
you
it
show
helps?
up to a basketball, going to the kid plays basketball, you bring the little kids, or you show up the basketball game with the wrong jersey. The coach is going to be sorry, man, you can't play today. Forgot to bring your shoes. Sorry, not going to play today. Any sports, swimming, tennis, forgot my uniform. Sorry, man. Sit on the bench, not going to play. So sports in general teaches discipline. Martial arts gives confidence. It teaches confidence that you can learn how to deal with different kind of situations. It doesn't matter what happens, you're ready to defend yourself. But then it becomes, later on, decision-making. How to make a decision. You see a punch coming, you got a fraction of a second to duck this way or this way. If you go this way, there's another one, a kick coming this way. Oops, wrong decision. You got fractions of a second to learn how to make a decision. So martial art teaches that, decision-making. So we start with sports, it's discipline. Any sport will teach kids from a young age, adults, kids, discipline. You got to show up in time. You see, but then becomes confidence. Other sports don't give basketball doesn't give the confidence. You got to be martial art. Gives the confidence that you can deal with a subject. You see, confidence to walk into a room and it's like, what's the problem? Excuse me? Did you say anything? That's what I thought. It's like, you got the confidence to do it. But then it becomes decision-making. You see, for kids growing up, you got to be fast. My kids never drink. You want to drink? You got a fraction of a second to decide, do I take that drink? Do you want to smoke? Do I take that and be a part of the group or say, nah, not today. I'm good, thank you. You see, be able to decide. You got to decide. And growing up as a kid, it's more than martial art. You see, it's the decision-making that we're teaching.
Hi, everyone. Just a question. You prefer MMA? I wasn't before or now. So, in term when they do the interview, now they talk a lot of trust, and before there was a lot of martial arts respect.
It wasn't exactly.
1 second. And because a lot of these kids, they're watching a lot of MMA, and it's not good education for them. All this trash talk. What do you think?
Okay, the question now becomes, I'm going to switch a little bit.
Yeah.
Why are you learning martial art? That's for everybody. Just think about it.
Respect.
You're learning. Now I'm going to get inside your guy's head. Because I'm looking at you, but it's for everybody. Because something happened to you. Yes. Somebody one day came up to you, and next time you park your car on my spot, I swear I'm going to break your face. Get out of here.
Correct.
How dare you cut in front of me? Get out of the line. I'm going to go in front of you. What are you going to do about it? somebody one day challenged you to a point that you went, swallowed that one, like, my God, I didn't know what to do. Or maybe it didn't happen to you. Maybe you're driving down the street and you saw somebody do something to somebody and you go, my God, thank God it was not me. Maybe you saw yourself, maybe you saw in a movie and you put yourself in that position. Man, what if I had a guy came up and called me out like this, man? But that bug stays deep inside your head and you forget about it. You go to sleep, forget about it. Until one of your friends come over and goes, dude, there's this guys, man, from Brazil. They climb coconut trees and they do break dance on the sand and they choke each other out. It's awesome, man. They fight. It'll be a good thing for you to learn. And you go, okay. But why did you start learning? Because something happened at one time in your life. And that's why sometimes maybe it didn't happen to you, but you put yourself in that position, and that's why you want your kids to learn now. That they're a good example or not, that's different stories. Some are not. You see, some win the fight and go get drunk and party their lights out. Some are very still martial artists. You're going to tell me that Lyoto Machida is not a martial artist? That St. Pierre is not? You see, some are very good example. So, but some are crazy, wild, and so it's different who you watch, who you cheer for. But why are you putting your kids to learn martial art? It's because something happened. Something deep inside that you forgot about, but that bug stays deep inside until a friend come over and convince you. It's like car salesman. You're going to go buy a minivan for you, 5 kids, your wife. The car salesman is so good that he convinces you to buy a Ferrari. You go home with a Ferrari and the wife looks at you and is like, you forgot you have 5 kids? Where are you going to put the kids? Really? You see? So it's deep inside your head, man. You're learning martial art not because of what you think you learn, it's for confidence, to learn how to defend yourself. Because something happened one time. Maybe it didn't happen, but you put yourself in that position. Like, what if that was me? You see? About the example, some are not, but that's part of life. That's everybody is different.
My son wanted to know if you ever trained with your grandfather, Carlos?
My
Master
uncle.
Carlos.
He was my uncle.
Sorry, your
No.
uncle. No, never?
Never saw him put a gi on.
Okay.
He was way before my time,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
With my father, yes.
Yeah.
My daughter called me one time. It's like I saw 4 missed phone calls. I call her up. What's going on, honey? She's like, Dad, have you ever took pepper spray? I was like, yeah. How bad it is? I was like, not that bad. Spray like this close. Ask the cops to do it on me so I can know how it feels. She's like, I bought one. I'm going to do it. Why? I just want to know why. I'm not going to stop you from doing it. Just why? So I can see what it feels like. It's like, make sure to film and send it to me. Let me see it. And she did it. Bought a pepper spray, told her friends, spray me. It's like, yeah. Looks lovely. Friend of mine owns a knife company. Top of the line knife in America. Gave her a training knife. She was about maybe 12. A training knife, one of those that don't cut, just a training knife. She received, oh my God, this beautiful, lovely, pink, oh, my favorite color. Guy in the car, what's this shit, Dad? I was like, what do you mean? He doesn't even cut. What am I going to do? Just throw at the bad guy? I had to go back inside and say, dude, you give the wrong knife to my daughter, man. You got to give a real one. They're all like this. They're all pushing the limits, man. Always.
I know someone asked about your favorite fight. You said you fought Chemo, you fought Sakuraba.
Dan Sav, all those guys, yes.
Ken Shamrock. What would you say is your toughest fight in either MMA or Jiu-Jitsu?
It's inside of my head, my imagination. Who's your toughest fight? Not the opponent. The opponent might not even show up, but I guarantee you won't sleep tonight. You see, thinking about what's going to happen. So you're the worst enemy that you have. That's what I said. I wake up every morning, I have to deal with that monster inside of my head. My imagination, he had 4 arms, 4 legs, 4% body fat, 270 pounds. A punch will go through a cement wall. That's the guy I have to deal with inside of my head. Yep. If I win him in the morning, I can come out of bed. Yep. I have to deal with Craig Jones in my head all the day long. It's like, you know. He's the monster inside of my head. Choking me out.
For you, who is the best UFC fighter in the history?
Dude, Charles Oliveira. I don't like him. He beat my submission record. Like 4 years I held the submission record. He beat by like 5, 6 submission above me. I don't like him. No, he's awesome, man. He's awesome. But there's so many guys, man. St. Pierre, you see, it's like so many. Khabib, there's so many good guys, you see. So it's hard to pick one. John Jones, you see, so many.
And also, so for you, what is the best martial art for getting the MMA?
Jiu-Jitsu. You have to know Jiu-Jitsu. Then becomes personal. Some guys like Lyoto Machida like karate. You see,
one compliments or is the best?
it's a personal style. Some guys like boxing, some guys like Muay Thai, some guys like karate. You see, some guys love judo, some guys like wrestling. So it's a personal thing. But Jiu-Jitsu is the spine that connects all of them together, and that's why we create the UFC. Because put karate against wrestling itself, something's missing. The wrestlers don't have submission. The karate guys don't have submission. They will take them down. They'll strike. You see, Jiu-Jitsu is the spine of them.
If you had your time again and you was going to go into the UFC, and you had to complement your jiu-jitsu with one.
I learned all of them, but not because I'm going to use. I'm not going to learn boxing because I'm fighting Mike Tyson. I'm going to outbox him. There's no chance. I'm going to learn boxing so I can see how he's going to strike me. How does he move? I'll learn wrestling so I can know how he's going to shoot in. How is he going to move, do you see? So I can study this type. Not because I'm going to try to out-wrestle a wrestler. There's no way. Never play another man's game, you see? So it's like I'm going to find out the other side. I'm going to study the other side so I know how they move, how they're going to set me up. When they step this way, they're going to throw a kick. When they step this way, they're going to throw a punch. Okay, now I know. If I don't know, that's when I get caught. So yes, I'm always learning. Where's the kid?
So you talk about the daily in the battle that you have to face that shadow of yourself. What are some of the practices that you do to make sure that you come out on top?
I visualize.
Is that a daily thing that you do, visualization?
Before the fights, always. I'll sit down, I'll bring the corner, day before the fight, close my eyes, and I'll tell them exactly what the fight's gonna happen, how the fight's gonna go, what's gonna happen on the fight, for them to know me, how I'm gonna react. Not, what's your strategy for this fight? I'm gonna throw a kick, I'm gonna shoot in, I'm gonna double leg, take the guy down, mount on him, throw a couple elbows, he turns around and I'll choke. That's not a strategy, that's a wish. I wish the fight goes that way. Have you noticed the opponent didn't do anything? Mm-hmm. No, I'll know more about you than you know about yourself. I'll know how far you can run.
Right.
I'll know how much I'll know everything. Right. And it's like, oh, I'll know.
And you're having this conversation with yourself on the inside.
So I'll talk to my corner.
Okay.
He's going to come in this way. I'm going to do this. If he hit me, I'm going to react this way. When he kicked me, if he kicks me, I'm going to react this way.
Right.
So for them to know, for them not to panic.
Right.
There was a couple times I walked into the cage. I had to stop halfway on the catwalk. It's like, come here, guys. Relax, guys. Breathe. I'm at home. I got this. Fuck, okay, go do your thing, bro. It's like, I have to calm them down walking in the cage. Because I feel them nervous. So
and even like, forget the fight, take the fight out of it. It's just daily life. And I know you still have that inner battle, right?
Yep.
Is the visualization something that you go to that's your backup to carry you
the
through
whole
the day?
day's planned way until tomorrow already.
First thing
and
in the
it's
morning.
going to be exactly like that. I'll keep it. We're creatures of habit. If you think about it, little kids are creatures of habit. You have kids?
Not yet.
It's little kids are creatures. Whoever have kids over here knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Change the routine for a second, for a little thing. They wake up in the morning, they eat breakfast, they watch TV for 10 minutes. They get ready and they go to school. They get up in the morning. Don't turn on the TV. Dude, that whole day is upside down now. You change the routine.
That's right.
They will cry, they'll be kicking the doors out of the house.
So the first thing
One minute, turn the TV on for 1 minute, Dad. You turn the TV on, they look for 1 minute. Okay, it's part of the routine. It was faster, but it's the same routine.
Yes, sir.
So now we go back into training. How do you train, Royce? If you saw me, one of my sparring sessions, me training, you'll be like, is that it? Where's the rest of the training? Touch my face, I take that as a hit. Forget this, oh, you got to get used to get hit. No, you get used to get hit. I'm going to get used to hit you. We're made one for another. We're a perfect match. It's like, I'm going to get used to get hit? Hell no.
That's right.
I don't like to get hit. You see, so we're creatures of habit. In slow motion, it's just drill over, like walk into a brand new house.
Right.
You don't know where the light switches are. You're going to be looking around like, fuck, I know there's a light switch. I see the light. It must have a light switch somewhere around here. After a week, you start to walk by, you don't even look anymore. You just click, it's on. Because you know where the light switches are now. Yeah. You see, we're creatures of habit. You take a shower one way every day, slow motion, take your time, bam, bam, bam. Dude, we gotta go. The Muay Thai fights tonight, we're gonna be late. We gotta go. You're not gonna change the routine. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
You're gonna take a faster shower, but it's gonna be the same routine, exactly the same. We're creatures of habit. So what I train is very light, very slow, just the motion, create, like shooting. It's bam. And I shoot better than I can fight now. So it's bam. It's like, get that habit. It's gonna be soon enough, if you barely look in the ball, it goes right there, bam. The American guys know what I'm talking about. The rest of the world, you guys don't live on freedom, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But wait, say it again, what was the question?
If you and I were to die today, what's one thing that you have for the rest of our martial artists who are aspiring to be somebody in their life? What's the one thing you could say to them?
Not afraid to die. Been there, done that. What else you want to do? Just hang around long enough to see my kids grow.
Yeah.
I mean, they're grown men already, but not stupid. I'm not going to jump from a 5th floor on the building.
Right.
But you might die.
Yeah, man. It's all hard. It's all here.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's in there still. I got a big one in here.
That's what
you guys have no idea. Last time I went for a long run, it was 41 miles. And I never run a marathon in my life. Went hang out with the Navy SEALs. It's like, hey, we're going to go to the beach. The Navy SEAL Foundation. We're just going to hang out at the beach. Then I found out we have to go across Tampa Bay. It's like, yeah. I was like, the distance, no problem. It was like 3 miles, no problem. Never swim that much. I was a big swimmer. Carrying 70 pounds of weight tied up to our feet, no problem. 3 hours in the water, no problem. The problem is the cold water. I found out Brazilians are not made for cold water. My God, I got on the other side, my fingers were black. It was like beginning of the frostbite on the fingers. Yeah. Was in a plane with a bunch of unit guys, the D boys that don't exist. They took me out to a 10 jump. Spiral, get up there, the door is open, everybody have a chute besides me. I'm going one of them. I go to the door, I look, and I go, if I jump, can you guys catch me? They got mad at me. They said, sit down. You are not going to catch you. You will die. I look again, I go, I got 6 chances. They're like, we're not going to catch you. If they say, sure, I'm going to look and I'm going to go, are you sure? If they say yes, I'll jump. Be in situations like that, I'll jump. You better catch me. Now it's your problem to catch me. They're like, nope, we're not going to catch you. You will die. I was like, are you sure? It's like, yep. And they're yelling at me, pretty hard. Sit down now. I sat down, they put the hooks on me so I get the clips so I cannot get up anymore. But it's like, yep, I told you I was a little crazy. Jump without a parachute from the plane, expect somebody else to catch you. Shit. You gotta have big ones.
Royce, can you say me how you feel when you go wanna be fight with your father behind? How you feel?
Another day of the office.
Pressure?
Another day of the office. Sometimes it's scary for them because the heart rate is like it is right now. About 78. So it's like walking into a fight. Everybody's like, and I'm ready to go to sleep. An hour before the fight, I'm asleep. Brother have to come in, tickle my head, like, can you please wake up? You gotta fight now in an hour. We have to warm up. It's a different kind of breed.
Lord, well, we probably shouldn't be asking. His question probably was more serious. I just want to know if you watch anime or anything.
Yeah, I watch the champions. I like to watch the champions.
What, like-
Charles Oliveira, DC. I like
No,
to-
like anime, like Baki, because the way
Japanese.
you talk.
Oh, not MMA.
No, anime.
Yeah, anime.
Yeah. The way you were telling that story.
Hold on. I watch the news.
Yeah,
I watch
that's why
the
I was like,
news.
You probably could have went.
I watch the news. So
That does not count.
that's it. I watch the news because I want to know what's going on in the world. You see?
Okay.
So the news is always on in the house. So we pass by and just, oh shit, there's a war starting, and I'm supposed to go to Afghanistan. And they started a war. And I gotta switch that. Hold on. How am I gonna get there? Hold on. Who can take me there? It's like,
Gotcha.
So the
Yeah, I
news
was
is
just
always on,
curious.
so we just keep eye on the world, what's going on, because I travel 8 months of the year.